attorney. Okay, welcome back. We are recording. Everything should be working there. Yep. Let's continue. Let's do one omikuji. Yeah. Wish not for your sake. Soulmate delayed again. School unprepared. Well, that is kind of poignant after the last video with us discovering or talking about living for yourself or doing selfless things and about, you know, Shiro as a person. Also, is the sound coming through? Yeah, it is. Okay. Cool. Bad luck. Oh.
まさか京都は
Oh no.
参ったわね。
Yeah, that's especially bad considering we're about to go do a Fujine scene. Oh no.
なんでも10秒以内に画面をプリントアウトして木に結びつけてくじを引き直せば無効になるらしいけど、それも潔悪いし、っていうか無理だし。
It has been screened. Well, part of the text was missing. There. And I actually live very close to a tree. Whether or not I go tie it up is, you guys can, well, it's left up to the imagination.
まあ、この辺で手を打ちなさい。そうね、こう思うといいわ。ああ、大凶が出なくて本当によかった。
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. At least we didn't lose money more than the 100 yen fee. Oh no. Yeah, not a great start. But we'll pull through, I guess. Okay, so nothing here. Let's see, on night we should now have a Rin scene. I'm not sure if it's on every night, but we'll see. But we'll do the Fujine scene first, though. Since, yeah, hang around in Emiya residence, yeah, we'll not do that yet. Since that seems like, let's head into the actual finale. Yeah, that should be that. Yeah, let's do it. Why does Fujine have...
きちんと宿題やってる?
Homework. How can this be plot related? I guess we'll see. Did you do your homework? Did we? I don't know. Says Fujine as she calmly eats her rice crackers. She do be loving her senbei. See, even though Fujine is always lazy and laid back, deep down she's actually a diligent and honest English teacher. Yeah, that's nice. She gets energized when things get exciting around her, but she also calms down when it's tranquil. The usual party type.
やってるよ。休み明けにはきちんと終わる。
Nice. Diligence and studious Shiro.
そう。ならいいけど。他の子に見せるのもなしだからね。誰かの写しても身にならないから見せてくれって言われてもきちんと断るのよ。
Yeah, let's hope Shinji doesn't barge in.
努力する。
Nevertheless, I'm certain that anyone who would actually ask to copy my work is absolutely hopeless. Oh no. Because I'm wrong more than half the time. Damn. If they do acknowledge all that and ask me anyway, I'll probably end up lending it at their own risk. Sure.
よろしい。別にやってこなかったからって罰ゲームをしたりしないんだから、人助けとか思わないようにね。困るのはそれが必要になった時自力でやってこなかったその子自身になるんだから。
Good advice, good advice. And we're bringing up the Shiro complex of wanting to help people. Like the teachers that she is, her view on this is serious. Yeah. Of course, her hand is already reaching out on the table in search of another cracker. Her eyes are still directed at the TV screen, however. Hello. Long time no see, Saber. It's actually been a long time. So much other stuff has been going on. Rotating the plate of snacks, Saber moves the crackers within the hand's reach. Munch, munch, munch. Goes another rice cracker in the tiger sensei's jaws.
シロ、
Yeah?
なんだセイバー。
先ほどからタイガと話しているのは学び屋での話でしょうか？
I love that she doesn't call it just school, but schoolhouse, Manabiya instead of Gakko,
あ
a learning place. Turning away from the laid back TV watching Fujine, Saber is now facing me. Yeah?
あまり意味のない質問なのですが、シロたちが通っている学び屋とはどのようなところなのでしょう？
I mean, yeah, you've visited there a couple of times, but you don't really know what goes on as a student.
いえ、何度か足を運んだことはあるので、どのような建物かは知っているのですが。
Right, but you don't have the idea about what the curriculum or what the education system is like, or yeah, how things operate. 'What kind of place? I'm not sure how to answer that.
なんてことのない普通の学校だと思うぞ。
Yeah, but you have to remember that she is from the I have no idea. When is King Arthur from canonically? Is it before the thousands, like 700s, somewhere there? I let me Google this because even though it's probably not relevant, I feel so bad not knowing that, despite her being like my favorite character. When was King Arthur? 5th and 6th century. Okay, so 600s and 700s. Okay. Lucky. Empty can fell. Lucky it didn't have any liquid in it. Damn. Yeah, okay, I was kind of right. Yeah.
まあよその学校はもう少し部活動に力を入れてるとは思うけど。
But yeah, things are a bit different how things were taught way back then when Saber was alive.
普通ですか？
ああ、他に言いようがない。別に素行の悪い一団がいるわけでもないし。他にどう説明したもんか。
Taking a sip of tea, I suddenly thought of something, yeah? About Saber's education, maybe? Fujine is right there, so I whispered to Saber.
なあ、サーバントって召喚された段階でこっちの常識とか分かってるって言ってなかったか？
Yeah, but it's more like... I always imagined it was more like... is nebulous the word? More like general knowledge and like going with the vibe, and they don't find things odd and or are kind of acclimated to it, but they don't really like have detailed internal knowledge of how things work.
はい。ですが私が聞きたいのは学び屋自体のことではなく、シロたちの通っているホムラハラ学園とはどのような場所なのか、ということです。
So she does have knowledge of how a regular modern day school roughly operates, but doesn't know how specifically Homurahara does things. I see. If that's the case, I might still have a way of explaining it, yeah?
ならセイバーちゃん。
Ujine, who was just watching TV, suddenly turns her head towards us, yeah?
何でしょうか？
気になるなら今度見学に来る？
Yes, yes, yes.
良いのですか、タイガ？
She seems a bit excited. I love that.
別に構わないわよ。
Yeah?
セイバーちゃんなら問題とか起こさないだろうし。
Hmm.
さすがに一人で自由にってわけにはいかないだろうけど。
Okay. Oh, look at her blushing. Of course, we need someone to show her around. Okay, schoolgirl Saber, hello. Give me an outfit for her.
なあ、藤根。普通はそういう学校見学の案内って誰がやってたんだ？
どうだったっけ？偉い人が来た時は教頭先生が案内してたと思うんだけど。
藤根、きちんと思い出してくれ。誰かわからないのにセイバーを預けるなんてできないだろ。できるだけ信頼できる人じゃないと。
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna end up being Shiro, but, you know, it could also be Fujine or Issei. Or maybe Rin, I don't know. While it may be best for Saber to go with Fujine, it doesn't really put me at ease. Amongst others that I can count on to look after Saber, the ones who could possibly show her around include the student council president Issei, or maybe its advisor Kuzuki-sensei. Yeah, I guess Kuzuki, but knowing that they are kinda enemies, I don't know how that would go. I guess. Sakura too, but she's not like, you know, in an important position other than, you know, being a president of the archery club, so yeah, maybe not her.
何言ってるのシロ？
Yeah, of course it's gonna be you.
何って、セイバーが見学に来るなら安心できる相手に案内役をしてほしいって話だよ。
だからどうして頼まないといけないのよ。セイバーちゃんの案内なんだからシロがやるに決まってるでしょ。
Yeah, sometimes Shiro is very oblivious when it comes to stuff like this. No need to be such a stickler for rules or proper manners.
は？俺でいいのか？
I mean, yeah? Is it alright for a regular student to show a visitor around? I mean, a teacher literally says it is okay and is trusting you. And you are the closest person to Saber, so...
いいのよ。もしかしてシロは嫌なの？
Oh, look at Saber.
まさか、そんなわけないだろ
う。Hell yeah. It's actually the exact opposite. I'd love to if I could. It's just that I didn't think it was appropriate. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Didn't think it was appropriate.
だったら別に問題なんてないじゃない。もう、シロは時々変なことを気にするんだから。
Is this the game saying me? You overthink things. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, Shiro does have a tendency to have weird logical leaps or like take things to another weird way.
タイガ、本当にいいのですか？私が見学に行ったとしても迷惑をかけるだけだと思うのですが。
It's fine. Or you could do what Ilya is doing and just make yourself kinda invisible. Well, we can't really dematerialize yourself, but maybe there's a spell.
セイバーちゃん、大人がいいって言ってるんだから、子供は余計な心配しないでいいの。
That is so funny coming from the most immature adult to the most, I don't know. Sure, she has like a 15, 16-year-old's body, but you know, she's how old? Wow, Fujine is in full-on adult mode this morning. Oh. It's truly fortunate that only Saber and me are around.
シロもいいのですか？その案内などを頼んでしまって。
Hell yeah, we're doing that right now if we can.
ああ、セイバーも知ってる人間の方がいいだろ。
ええ、それは。
って藤井ね、何ニヤニヤとこっちを見てやがる。
Shiro is getting a long time with Saber. Fujine's facial expression is there like, Betsuni? Oh, nothing at all. Ah, crap. Did I let my guard down? Fujine had suddenly shifted from adult mode to tiger mode.
だってさ、シローじゃないと意味がないわけよ。
Mm.
セイバーちゃんはシローの学校に興味があるんだから、
Mm.
他の案内役じゃつまんなくて仕方ないよね。
She's got your number. She's got your number there. She just casually cuts straight into the heart of the matter.
タイガ、
Oh.
何を言い出すのです。
She's embarrassed.
私は学び屋が気になるというだけで、
Uh-huh.
別に白を特定とした日常生活に興味があるわけでは。
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
はいはい、照れなくていいから。お姉ちゃんには全部わかってるから。
I do think that there is overall just, I mean, there is also overall general curiousness as how the school operates, but you know, obviously it stems from befriending Sakura and Shiro and Rin, who all are, and Fujine, who all are a part of this system. You know, if she didn't know students from the school, she wouldn't probably be inclined to learn the intricate details and goings-ons of that place. So yeah, you know, as much as she might want to put it in terms of, no, I'm just generally curious that there's obviously an underlying idea that she got interested in the school because of us, and obviously, even if she doesn't want to admit it, I'm sure there's at least some portion, if not the largest portion, of her reasoning being specifically wanting to learn more about Shiro.
分かっていません。仮にそうだとしても、案内役を襟好みするなど、その方に失礼ではないですか。
Shush, he's already.
タイガ、あなたの提案には感謝しますが、その全てを白に結びつける発想はどうかと思います。
I'm on Fujine's side here.
私は白の学校を見学できるだけで嬉しいのですから、
Uh-huh.
誰が案内役でもですね。
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling that one of those endless arguments has just begun, yeah. If I just leave it like this, it'll probably go from bad to worse.
はい、そこまで。
The mediator.
それで、結局いつ頃になりそうなんだ？
そうね。後で弓道部の用事で学校に行ってくるから、その時に一緒に聞いてくるわ。
Sure. Is this another case of on the morning of the 9th, go to the entrance? No, but that's weekend.
わかった。セイバーもそれでいいよな。
Mm-hmm.
平日はやっぱり無理か。
Oh.
今度たっぷり時間をとって休日の学校を案内するよ。案内係が俺でよければの話だけど。
Sure. So that would probably mean the 9th, the morning of the 9th, which means we'll go through the game loop once.
はい。
Yeah?
白が案内をしてくれるのなら、
Aww.
私も気が楽ですが。
Aww. She seems hesitant and maybe even a little disappointed. Is it because of what Fujine said?
では、今度の休日に。
Hell yeah, a date with Saber. Date in big quotation marks, but you know.
できるだけ早いうちに予定を取り付けてください。タイガ。
Aw, she's excited. Good. It looks like Saber is content with this after all. I breathe a sigh of relief. Just like that, another promise is made. As soon as everything's ready, I'll gather up my courage and take Saber to the school for a tour. Nice. Made a promise to go to school with Saber. A new scene has appeared in the special collection. It can be chosen at the entrance on a holiday morning. Yes, sir. So far we've had everyone's pool dates, plus I guess we've had a date with yeah. I wonder if we'll get like a second one for Rin 2 or something. Maybe. Yeah, let's go through it once and get straight onto it. It may be a longer one though, so we'll see. I don't think we've been recording long at all yet, 20 minutes. Oh boy, is it another? Oh, on the morning of 10th it's also possible. Or was it always the morning of 10th? Huh. Okay, well, strap in for a possible 2-hour long video. With someone. Yeah. So with Sakura, I think it was... Let me just check this. Yeah, with this, that was that, yeah. So I wonder if we're gonna get an actual second one for Sakura specifically, because this was with Ryder. With Tosaka, we haven't yet had any with Rin, and with Ilya, we've only had, speaking of, a pool date. So I wonder if we're gonna get a second one for Ilya too, and then maybe a third one for Sakura, because, you know, it was with Ryder instead. Maybe not. To the pool, to the school. That's right. I made a promise with Saber. Today's a day off. I couldn't ask for better timing, yeah?
セイバーの靴はよしあるな。
I mean, why wouldn't they be here? She's rarely going out, I would think. I'll strike while the iron is hot. First off, I have to contact Fujine at school, then... The two of us will leave this house behind for a while. Surprisingly, the plans were made quite smoothly. Yeah, you could even say it was done and dusted in less than 2 minutes. All it took was a phone call to the school archery club, and when I approached the subject of a school tour with Fujine...
今日にする？いいよ。もう教頭先生に話つけてあるから。お弁当持ってきてね。
Of course. I mean, sure, we can do that easily. I mean, after all, she did a favor for us. And with that, I easily got an okay from her. From her. I spent an hour making lunch, but that only took until about 10 a.m. It was just something that suddenly came to mind, and a tour would have been just as fine in the afternoon, but...
いえ、行くのでしたら今すぐにしましょう。
Oh hell yeah.
私の予定でしたら気にせずに。ええ。
Okay. Do you have perhaps an ulterior motive here, or what? Like, my shipping brain is immediately saying that she just wants to spend as much time together with Shiro as possible, but I don't think that's the case here. Maybe it's something like wanting to see the clubs in action or something, you know, while the students are still there. Even though it's holiday, I know some clubs are still doing club stuff. Saber pressured me into it with unusual enthusiasm. But, well, we'll see if we'll reveal a reasoning for that or not.
しかし、急だったかな、セイバー。
ん？なんでしょう、シロ。
だから急ぎすぎたかなって。学校案内なんて半日で終わるし、もう少し準備してもよかったのに。
No, we can do stuff afterwards too, you know?
いいえ、これで十分です。
Yeah?
シロも学校に行くときは気軽ではないですか。ですから気を張らず、普段通り登校してください。
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That's a good logical line. Yeah, sure.
普段通りか。わかった。そうしてみる。
はい。それでは急ぎましょう、シロ。早くしなければ昼休みというものが始まってしまいます。
Oh. I should have known. Yes, of course. Lunch break. Saber urges me hurriedly. Yeah, of course. She wants to try the food cafeteria lunch or something too. Just what about this does Saber enjoy so much? We take the usual path up the hill. I steal a glance at Saber and she's making a face and I can't quite read. Okay. I try a few different things, but in the end we arrive at the school gate before I'm able to gauge Saber's intentions. Huh? It might just be my imagination, but the school actually seems livelier than usual. Okay, curious.
シロ、今日は休日のはずですが。
Yeah.
ああ、おかしいな。部活動にしてもこんなに騒がしかったことはないし。
Is today technically the festival day or what's going on? Probably not.
そうか、文化祭か。
Okay. Right. The cultural festival is coming up soon. Right. It's not the day, but you know, people are preparing for it. So yeah, lots of people at school. If there are any classes doing major events, it wouldn't be strange at all to see a lot of people here. Yeah.
文化祭？ 学園で祭りをするということですか？
Kind of.
そう。年に1回生徒だけでお祭りを開くんだ。その準備で何人か校舎にいるらしい。
You say once a year, but I'm pretty sure most, if not all, Japanese schools have two festivals: cultural festival and sports festival. You know. So that would be two, but obviously they are very different.
けど、そう気にするほどじゃない。いるって言っても30人ぐらいだろう。
How does that make you feel? Not getting to be alone at school with Shiro, but instead people swinging by. At least you get to see more of the school and students being excited about preparing for something, but you know. Saber falls silent. Until now, she'd had such a bold attitude, but that composure is suddenly gone. No alone time with Shiro.
誰もいない校舎が見たかったとか？
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが、他に生徒がいるとですね、シロに迷惑がかかるのではないかと。
She's so sweet.
その、こうと分かっていれば、リンに制服を借りてきたのですが。
I would have loved to see that.
なんだって。
Yeah, Shiro, you messed up. You missed big time on a possible Saber school outfit. I'm not sure if I've ever even seen one with her. I don't think. Does Grand Order have? I mean, they do have Mysterious Heroine X. I feel like that character should maybe. I'm not sure. The prospect shocks me beyond words. Saber would wear a Homurahara uniform and the badoomp of the heartbeat. What is this unprecedented image in my head? Tosaka's uniform would probably be too big on Saber. No, above that, would it look good on her? No. I mean, in other words, we'd be like classmates and.
戻ろうセイバー、すぐ戻ろう。大丈夫、トサカのが無理ならサクラのが。
Wow. Such an enticing idea. that he just full on intends to backtrack to go back for it. Wow.
しかし考えてみれば私は来賓の扱いでした。
Yeah?
ホムラハラの制服を着ていては話がややこしくなってしまいますね。
Well, don't come in with your logic. Just wear a school uniform. God damn it. She sees through it in only 3 seconds. Yeah, that's her intuition. With the same calm she displays in battle, Saber arrives at the logical conclusion. God damn it, no fan service for us.
申し訳ありませんでした、シロ。
Shiro is not locked in on the conversation. She's just fully locked in on the clothing aspect of Saber, as we can see from the camera angle.
あなたには普段通りと言っておいて、私の方こそ無用な気を使ってしまった。シロ、どうかしたのですか？ひどく落ち込んでいるように見えるのですが。
You denied a man his newfound dream.
いや、なんでもない。
Just suck it up, Shiro, I guess. Just suck it up.
セイバーの言う通りだ。私服だからって気にすることはないから、中に入ろう。
Yeah. Unfortunate, but maybe there's solace, at least for me. Maybe we'll get an Emma of her wearing a school outfit or a new picture afterwards. My delusion ends. Damn it. Rubbing my shoulders with a great sigh, I turn towards the school building. Like, just bringing that idea up, I really, after this, want to go look from, I don't know, Pixiv, not Sakugaboru, Dan or Gelboru, or some other fan art website, Saber in a school outfit, but I'm gonna abstain from doing that because the game might give me that, plus there might still be some spoilers regarding Saber, I don't know, but I doubt at this point, but I'm gonna avoid all Fate content online until I'm done with this game and the few anime left that I have left. Yeah. Yeah, dropping my shoulders with a great sigh, I turn towards the school building. Depression. Aw, she seems so content. After seeing me enter, Saber passes through the gate naturally. I wonder if that would trigger... like Rin said previously that she kinda has a barrier or would notice that, so I wonder if Rin is here. So I don't know if she's in a club, if she would notice Saber entering just through her presence. I don't know. For now, let's head to the archery club. The first safe option. I'm prepared for the attention that Saber will receive, but I'd like to enjoy the day until lunch is over. What the hell?
うちのエミヤが学校に金髪の外国人連れてきてる
Grade A voice acting. What the hell? Is this that one guy whose art we've never seen, but who is in our class and is always, well, not always, but you know, sometimes kind of loud? Or, yeah, gets voice lines. Just as my plan goes into effect, back to the drawing board. Yikes. Of all people, that human soapbox Goto just had to be stretching with the track and field club. Wait, the fact I just had a funny connection. Isn't there's that one character in Garden of Sinners in Karana Kyokai. They appear in movie 6. Isn't their last name also Goto? And they are all about words and yapping, talking. And here we have a Goto who's all about talking, human soapbox. I wonder if there's any connection there. Obviously that happened in the 90s something. So obviously they can't be the same person, but maybe this would be a descendant. That would be a fun little Easter egg. I want to hear that. Oh, I can't yet. A sudden cry rises from the entire boys' track club. I guess Saber's radiance is visible even from far away. Yeah, especially in Japan where, well, you know, not in this game, but in normal Japan, there's not that many blonde people, I would assume, in school grounds. Well, maybe that was back in the past. I think nowadays it's not that unusual. Not that I've like seen it for myself, but I would imagine the schools are more lax with the hair coloring aspect, and people are more free to do what they wanted, you know. Yeah. A horde of male athletes, always hungry for cute girls, races over in a stampede and forms a circle around us to ogle Saber. Okay, Shiro, time to punch everyone out. A pain in the ass now obstructs our path to the archery dojo.
なーにあれすっげーモデルなんかの撮影それとも知らされてなかった俺の嫁
My waifu, ore no yome. Oh, it was already. Yeah, it was way back when.
さすげーてーエミヤうちのエミヤが学校に金髪の外国人連れてきてる
Wow, I love that voice acting.
ちっけーな俺らとカメかな陸上部入らねえかなうちの生徒じゃなくていいから
Please join as a manager.
僕女の子でなくてもいいよ
Wow, okay. Damn, Saber is very much troubled.
転入生にしては時期が半端か。あれかね、学校関係者がね。ほら、うちの英語教師ってとんでもばっかりだろ。もしかして英語教師の補充じゃないか
Wasn't Fujine English teacher or was she Japanese? I forget. Wow.
ちびっこ先生おおハグして
Yeah, that's a staple in the otaku anime sphere. Wow, we always have to have these kinds of lines every now and then.
ゲやめろよな冗談でもそういうこと言うの俺単位やばいんだぞ勢い流入しちまうじゃねえか
Damn, also look at her puffed up, all angry. Yeah, she's troubled. Howling, slavering, slobbering, slavering beasts. Godless ones, though. Keeping 20 meters out, they've only surrounded and observed Saber from a distance so far.
シロ、あれが文化祭なのですか
No.
違う。あれはただの障害物だ。
Though you definitely shouldn't look down on them like animals. They might appear to be a troublesome pack, but there's a very good reason they've become that way. Yeah? That's because...
嘘わーいユキチメガネ
Mekane. That's such a fun nickname. I don't think I've heard her say that before. Yeah, obviously Himura Kane, but the me comes from, megane, meaning glasses. So combining megane to her last name, Mekane, yeah.
あそこセイバーさんだ相変わらずゴージャスだぜくそ
Damn. Once again, very fun voice acting from her. That woohoo was fun. With a woohoo The rampaging train kicks the circle of boys aside and charges in. I can imagine her saying "chototsumos" like Inosuke from Demon Slayer. Like I was saying, that's because there sure is a lack of cute girls in the track and field club. You take that back. I know that you mean that in the traditional sense, in the more aesthetic sense, but no. Stop. They are very cute, all in their own right. Yeah, I know what he means. He means, cute girls as in the prim and proper Yamato Nadeshiko type of way. Yeah. Even though Saigusa might more fit towards that, she's more meek and shy, so not necessarily fitting even she is not necessarily fitting into that Yamato Nadeshiko role.
いやー、相変わらず暇だな、エミヤ。で、今日は何してんの？うちのバカどもにそこの美人を見せびらかしに来たのか？
Yep, you got it. We all know that Shiro is the type of guy to come and gloat to every single person how he has a new girlfriend. Yep, that's our Shiro. We know him, we love him. Oh wait, that would be Shinji. Makidera Kaede. She sure is. The archetypal girls track and field club member is energetic as always. Yep.
本当にセーバーさんとエミヤくんだ。どうも、お久しぶりです。エミヤくんもおはようございます。
Yeah, I've kinda missed you three. We haven't had too much time. I mean, recent-ishly we got the training camp at the mountain, but the Ryudo mountain, but you know. And this young lady is Saigusa Yukika. Yep. As far as track and field club members go, she's an exceptional representative. Yeah?
Yeah, おはよう。
おはよう。
おはようございます、ユキカ。覚えていてくれたのですね。
I mean, you are a friend of her younger brother.
はい。セーバーさんこそ一度しか会っていないのに嬉しいです。
I think they are referring to the Ryudo Temple training camp. The frantic atmosphere quickly calms down. And that's how our grand morning went.
もっと光をなんだよお前らユキカばっかで私はシカトか楓もお久しぶりです。制服ということは部活動は終わってしまったのですね。あなたの素晴らしい走りを見られなくて残念だ。
I rarely hear her being called Kaede, but sure game, sure Saber, go off. I wonder which one, if we take away the magical energies she has a servant and her like supernatural abilities in that regard, which one of them would be faster at running? Like, take all her blessings away she got from Caliburn and Excalibur, and becoming her servant. Just her as soon as she, maybe before she pulled the sword out of the stone, or after she then did her battle training and became a king. I wonder which one of them would have been more faster as a runner. Obviously, Saber would have been more fit in general, but you know.
ありがとう。
Aww. Superb running. The moment Saber speaks to her, Makidera stops and suddenly becomes acutely aware of her surroundings. I'm not sure what it means. Yeah, she seems to be at least somewhat conscious of her own image.
なあエミヤ、ちょっといいかな。
Yeah?
なんだよ。急いでるから手短にな。
Mm. I really love this game whenever characters have this. I want to say dopey, but I don't mean it in a bad sense. This slightly tilted and puzzled, quizzical look on their face. I really like this facial expression. Sakura has it often too. It's one of my favorites.
セイバーさんって外国の人だよな。
Mhm.
ご両親のどっちも日本人じゃないよな。
Most certainly not.
は
Huh? Raised eyebrows. What is this girl saying all of a sudden?
見ての通りだ。生粋のイギリス人だぞ、セイバーは。
But she can understand Japanese. I think in UB was it in Faith Route 2? In UBW, she when she came to the archery club for the first time, she didn't really speak. Is that right? And pretended to, not to give off the aura that she wouldn't understand Japanese or something, or other for the sake of convenience. Well, I don't actually know if she's pure-blooded or anything like that. Matters of race aside, Saber's got some other unbelievable issues. Yeah, I'm not too deeply familiar with the King Arthur lore. I think the idea, I think the idea of the a boy pulling the sword from the stone is that just anyone can become the King of England, and it's like that kind of inspiring, story. So it doesn't really need to be that she is pure-blooded from the beginning. Although maybe there's the idea that she needed to be a Briton ? I think so. Anglo-Saxon? I don't know. Maybe she needed to be one of or the other of the races, but because need to conquest or take back the land or whatever, unify the people, yeah, and defend against other races, So maybe. But that's not the main point at all here.
やっぱりそうか。どうする？どうしよう、エミヤ。私外国語なんて話せないよ。
Will we tell her? You are very smart. She just spoke Japanese to Yukika. And you too. She clings to me in tears. I both love and hate this Japanese. I guess it would be a trope at this point. I guess it's kinda trope, but also kinda xenophobia. Like, you see a clearly foreign person in Japan, and even though they start speaking to you in Japanese, you automatically answer back to them in English, or say that no, sorry, no English, sorry, don't understand, or something like that. Yeah, I find it funny, but it can be also sad if you think about it from a realistic standpoint. Oh Makitara, what would we do without you? How should I put this, Makitara?
マキちゃん、セバーさんずっと日本語話してたよ。お久しぶりですって。
Yeah. お？
何？そんなバカな！今セイバーさんはこの学園で一番の美人を出せ。やはりあなたですか、楓マキデラ。ここで殺しますよって言ったんじゃないの？
What the actual fuck, Makitara? What the actual fuck? Sure.
ある意味、それが真実であったらどれだけ楽かと思うがな。
What do you mean by that? What the hell?
ヒムロ、いいところに来た。頼む。
了解した。すまないな、エミヤ。
Thank you as always.
この小動物は学校に見慣れない人間が入ってきて、警戒意識が高まっているだけだ。一応無害なので気にしないでくれ。
気にしないでくれ。Sure.
まさかユキッチか？
Well, Yukika would more be like a small floof animal.
ところでお二人とも今日はどうしたんですか？
Touring.
いや
Impressive. She easily cuts straight to the heart of the matter.
この学園の見学に来たのです。シローが案内をしてくれています。
Mm-hmm. she Makidera is to the side listening like, what the fuck is he saying? I can't understand a single word of her English gibberish.
シローって誰だ？
What the fuck?
まさかユキッチか？
I can't believe I kinda got that right. What the hell, Makidera?
じゃあセイバーさん転校してくるかもしれないんですか？
That would be fun, but probably not. Look at her vibrating. She really is impressive. Also, surprised Himurakane. Wait, did Yukika actually guess the right thing? Is what she is thinking right now. There isn't a hint of spite in Saiga's voice. She is obviously thoroughly used to Makidera's performances already.
嘘だよ
Yeah?
寂しいよ、誰も突っ込んでくれ
あ
ないよ。私猿でいいからさ、もうちょっと構ってよ。
I see. That's why she was shaking and crying. Nobody took part in her manzai act. Yeah, she was playing the bokeh, and nobody was willing to be her tsukkomi, a straight man.
あ、マキちゃん、エミヤくんの名前はシローくんって言うんだよ。クラス違うから知らなかったよね。
That doesn't help at all. Oh no, she's playing it so. She's being so direct and honest and sweet about it. That's not how you do tsukkomi. That's not how you do straight man.
ユキッチは優しいな。
Yeah.
でもお断りさ。エミヤの名前なんざ覚えてられね
重ねてすまない。マキデラはああやって悪者ぶらないとやっていけない小心者なのだ。
Yeah. She's a bit of a. Well, kinda tsundere. Sure. In that regard. She has her own rhythm.
なんだと？どっちの味方だよ、金は。
どちらかというと静かな方の味方だな。さてセイバーさん、転入のための見学というのは本当なのですか？
Yeah, she actually believed what Yukika thought was the truth.
いえ、そういうわけではありません。
Blushing Saber is always cute.
この学園の中に入ってみたかっただけですから。
Yeah, let me just check why I'm still recording. Yeah, I am okay.
そうなんだ。藤村先生がさ、そういう交流も大切だからって。
True.
藤村教諭が？そうか。確かに彼女は英語を受け持っている。そういう発想に行き着いても不思議ではないな。
Sure. Let's go with that.
それはつまりどういうことなんだ、かね。
What is the logical conclusion you arrived to?
簡単に言えば異文化交流という話だ。
Yeah?
おそらく我々とは生活環境が違ったであろうセイバーさんに普段見ることのない生活を知ってもらおうという考えと。
なるほど does not なるほど at all.
他にも誰とは言わないが海外の人と触れ合うことによって異国語に対する苦手意識をなくしていこうということも考えていたのではないかな。
I'm not talking about anyone in particular. As she hovers over Yukika, who seems the most in. Well, then again, no. She's friends with Saber, so she does get along. But the general archetype of shy, reserved Japanese person would be Yukika. So yeah, interact with a person from abroad could help build confidence when dealing with foreign languages in general. Yeah, I guess in this in this instance, even though it would normally refer to Yukika types of people, it's more towards directed towards Makidera. This comment. Or maybe even Sakura, but you know, they don't know that Sakura is good friends with Saber already. Maybe they do.
へえ、やるな、藤村先生。
Or maybe she was being genuine and she wasn't referring to anyone in particular, actually.
私、あの人のことただのかっこいい暴れん坊だと思ってた。
You are not wrong per se, but it takes one to know one, Makidera.
なるほど。タイガは教育者として、そこまで考えていたのですね。
No. Okay, I will give her the credit. I will give her the credit. She might have. There's a good chance because, you know, we started this scene with saying that she can be serene and quiet and think about the school and be prim and proper. So sure, I'll give her the credit she deserves. Maybe.
まあ、あの人もちゃんとした教師だから。
she's carefree concerning most things in life, but wise when it comes down to the things that matter. I mean, maybe we did have that one really sweet scene at school or after school with Fujine talking about Shiro's future. Yeah. Well, our field trip did get approved quickly, with Fujine having taken care of it well in advance. Yeah, she can handle proper stuff if she needs or wants to.
ところでエミヤ、その手下げは何だ?
That would be bento for her.
これは藤村先生に頼まれた弁当。
Mm-hmm.
とりあえず弓道場に届けに行く。
Mm-hmm. A little bribe.
そういうことなら早く持っていくといい。あそこでたむろっている男子部員は私たちで追い払おう。
Thank you, Kane.
そうだね。練習サボってバカ話ばっかりなんだから。
Ooh, I like
なんだ
that.
から万年予選落ちなんだっつうの。
Bakabanashi bakkari. That's why they'll never make it past qualifying. Damn.
それじゃあ失礼します。セーバーさん、ゆっくりしていってくださいね。
Yeah. I really want a spin-off of these two just bonding and becoming friends and doing meaningless things. I know there is today's menu for Emiya household, so she may become a visitor there. Maybe not, but we'll see. Hopefully. I'll eventually react to it after this game. You know, first I'll do the Carnival Phantasm, and then I'll do the Emiya household.
はい、ユキカ。あなたも無理をなさらず。
With a quick bow, Yukika hurries to help the two. No, rather, to stop Makidera from further abusing the boys' track team. The three of them balance each other out unbelievably well. Yeah.
さて、じゃあ俺たちも弁当を届けるか。
Sure.
はい。まずは弓道場ですね、シロ。
The day is still far from over, it seems. The dojo is quiet. I wonder if club activities are only scheduled in the afternoon today. Oh. In the heart of the still empty dojo, a tiger that just lay sprawled on the floor springs up to her feet. That's so Fujine.
シロ遅い。もう待ちくたびれて敷物になっちゃうかと思ったわよ。
Damn. You already have. Just now, you most definitely have, Fujine.
お待たせ。 けどこんなに注文したのは藤姉の方だぞ。
Mm.
1、2時間は待ってもらわないと。
I put, or rather, pile up the lunch boxes I've been carrying onto the ground. Is there enough for us and Saber? There's enough food for about 6 people. You mean enough food for Fujine?
上出来上出来。お疲れ様し
Mm-hmm.
ろ。これだけあれば十分よね。私でしょ、さくらちゃんでしょ、シローとセーバーちゃん、みつづりさんのお昼ご飯。
Okay, we're bringing in both Sakura and Mitsuzuri. I mean, I was expecting Sakura, kinda, because, you know, archery club, but also Mitsuzuri. Okay. Okay.
タイガ、私もここで食事をとるのですか？
Yeah, I thought that was the plan, you know, having you experience the typical school lunch.
そうよ。せっかく学校見学に来てるんだから、普段できないことをしないとね。
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Saber has ever, like, actually experienced the bento style food experience, you know. I know they've gone to picnic in Stay Night's sunny day, and but that was sandwiches, so that was different. But and she's obviously eaten Shiro's food, so she has an idea. But you know, bento is still it's a cultural experience. Even if the food might taste exactly the same, it's a different well, no, because it's stuffed in a box and it usually stays there for hours. It simmers and blends the taste, so it can taste different, you know.
しかし、私は部外者で。
No.
細かいことは気にしないの。
Yeah.
今日は見学に来たお客さんだし、部外者なんかでもないわよ。セーバーちゃんはシローの保護者じゃなくて家族なんだしね。うちに授業参観があったら見に来てほしいぐらいよ。
私はシローの親類ですか？
That's how you were, well, kinda introduced as in Stay Night. You were introduced as Kiritsuku's relative or friend.
確かにそういうことになっていますが。
Mm-hmm.
いいの。いつもはライダーさんがいるからいいけど、ライダーさんもふらりとどっか行っちゃうからね。
Damn, Ryder is just casually existing here.
そういう時、セーバーちゃん一人きりでしょ？だからたまにはこういうこともしないとね。
Hell yeah.
タイガ、
Taiga.
ありがとう。心遣い感謝します。
Thank you, I get to partake in food. My life is complete.
先ほどの一件も含めて、今日のあなたはいつにも増して頼もしい。
Mm.
学校内の大河は見違えるようです。
That sure is the case. From behind Saber, someone wholeheartedly agrees. I wonder who.
先輩、
Hey.
セーバーさん、いらっしゃい。
Hello.
よ、お疲れさん。悪いね、今日はご馳走してくれるんだって。
I wonder how Mitsuzuri handles the club side of things if Ryder casually exists here from time to time, because she definitely is scared of Ryder.
お邪魔しています。お二人とも今日は部活動だったのですね。
Mm-hmm.
はい、今日は午後からなんです。
Mm.
午前中は文化祭の打ち合わせを三辻先輩としていました。
Sure.
まったくこれっぽっちも決まらなかったけどね。参ったよ。飲食系はとっくに申請数オーバーしてるしさ、うちの部員たちは変に不器用なのばっかりでね。
Received way too many applications for food events. So, well, you guys may not know it yet, but you guys will end up doing a school festival play thing together with.
すみません。きっと一番不器用なのが私です。
Aww, no. But yeah, you guys will end up doing a play together with the track and field.
ああ、いや、なんとかなるさ。みのりもいるし。いざとなればあいつに踊らせる。いや、待った。演舞だったらここに達人がいるじゃない。
Oh?
ねえセイバーさん、文化祭の日って暇かな？ 予定がないならちょい手伝ってほしいんだけど。
What do you mean, a master? Dancing?
私ですか？
I would love to see that, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
そうそう、セイバーさんさえ良ければうちの出し物に力を貸してくれない？
Yeah, that ends up being the case.
セイバーさん器用だし舞台映えもするし、何より藤村先生がかなわないっていう剣さばき、他の誰より私が見たすぎる。
So, how are we feeling about that? At a loss for words, Saber remains silent.
また三綴り、そんなことをいきなり言われてもセイバーを困らせるだけだ。第一、セイバーは弓道部の部員じゃないだろう。
Yeah, but she probably learned archery back in her days.
でも関係者でしょ？さっき藤村先生が言ってたじゃない。セイバーさんはエミヤの親類だって。
Kinda, yeah.
うちの文化祭に出演してもどこもおかしくないでしょ。
How about that? Doya, her face retorts with brimming confidence.
それはだな。
Yeah?
何？それともエミヤは反対なわけ？セイバーさんがうちの文化祭に出ることは？
そんなわけあるか。セイバーが穂村原の制服を着てくれるなら俺の3年間に思い残すことはない。
Wow, just fully out in the open his desires, and Sakura is like, what am I going to do with this man? Internally she's like, I will kill you.
ほら決まりだ。
Oh, she's blushing.
ねえセイバーさん、ちょっと考えてよ。藤村先生もエミヤもこう言ってることだしさ。ええ、前処させていただきます。
Oh hell yeah, please let me see that.
私でいいのでしたら喜んで。
Oh, not Saber, Sakura having a moment there. Saber's voice is gentle. Yeah, she seems content with it. Blurred out. He is not locked in. What's with me? For just a moment, even though I'm not upset or anything, my chest grew tight. Too wholesome? Or maybe the opposite, you realized Sakura's expression quickly shift back and forth and that gave you anxiety.
はーい、決まったところでお昼にしましょう。
Sure?
ほらシロ、お弁当広げて広げて。お腹ペコペコなんだから早く早く。
I love Japanese words sometimes with here right now. Onaka peko peko. Stomach is growling. Peko peko. Very hungry.
いい話のオチを台無しにしやがって。
Yeah, it was the wholesome side. Yeah, a tender moment. Well put.
はいはい、わかりました。さくら、お茶の用意手伝ってくれ。
いいよエミヤ、それは私がやるから。
No, Sakura likes to help out Shiro.
こっちは昼飯をごちそうになるんだから、そんくらいはやるって。
Fine, fine. You do you.
そうか。じゃあ、さくら、弁当の準備と藤姉の相手を頼む。監視を怠らないように。
I love that we need a guard duty for Fujine.
シロ、それはどういう意味なのよ。
Well, just to make sure you don't, eat all the food.
はい、一切れたりともフライングはさせません。
Not even one piece. The one piece is real.
それじゃあ先生、お弁当広げましょうね。
今日は何かな。
She's so excited and yeah, that was fun. After finishing lunch, we leave the archery range. Okay. So next up we would, I wonder if we're, since Mitsuzuri mentioned Minori, we haven't seen him at all really beyond those 2 interactions early on, so I wonder if we're gonna actually meet him. Other than that, we only have, well, Kuzuki Sensei and Issei and I guess Rin if she is here. Yeah, but other than that, we don't really have many people. Yeah, place-wise, we have the hallway, classroom, and rooftop as places, and student council room where we could go, where we have been before in this school. But we'll see if we visit those places or not. The stacks of lunchboxes were weighing down on our tour earlier, so they stay behind. I'll let Fujine take them home while we continue touring the school. That's smart because she has her moped or scooter, yeah.
ごちそうさまでした。
Mm-hmm.
ああいった昼食もいいものですね、シロ。
Hey.
お粗末様でした。本当のところ、屋上で食べたかったんだけどな。それはまた次の機会でいいか。
Oh, hell yeah.
はい。次はぜひ屋上で。
I doubt we'll get the chance during this game, but that would be lovely. Eating food alone together with Saber on the rooftop. Very romantic.
リンの話では、シロの昼食は屋上か生徒会室という話でしたから。
We put the archery range behind us. Next is, yeah. Since she mentioned it, we might as well visit the student council room, yeah, while Issei is still there. I see students scattered throughout the school building, so Issei might be there too. Yeah, either there or teacher faculty room. We head towards the student council room. By now, I've gotten used to the high-pitched squeals whenever we pass students or classrooms in the hallways. Poor Saber, I hope she isn't too rattled by it or bothered by it. Have I just learned to tune it out, or am I not even noticing them? That line hits kinda different considering this game and its actual plot. Have I just learned to tune it out, or am I not even noticing them? The real reality. Saber walks through the somewhat, considering it's a holiday, crowded halls with composure. Hey, so we are gonna meet probably everyone. Except maybe Rin, I don't know yet. Oh. Unexpectedly, we come across Mr. Kuzuki. Interesting that we're using Mr. here instead of Kuzuki-sensei. Of course, we are at school, so it's natural he would be here.
おはようございます。
おはよう。
おはよう。
というには時間が過ぎているか。体は達者か、エミヤ。
What a line. I mean, obviously that line fits for him, but what a line considering what we know, what we think we know about him. Yikes. A strange tension fills the air. Yeah, but that strange tension is normal when we're around him. Ooh. Saber's expression is somewhat tense as well. Not only were you enemies, but yeah, you're now meeting casually at school. But maybe, I wonder if Saber's intuition would kick in regarding, you know, what we think we know about Kuzuki. Kuzuki fixes Saber with a hard gaze. He's no Magus, but he is still Caster's master. Yeah, that's the first and foremost worry or tenseness about. Yeah, he might take Saber's presence in the school as a sign of an upcoming battle. Yeah, it's still wild to me. Like, obviously we know that Kuzuki is an insanely well-trained, like, just full-on machine of an assassin. But like, it still baffles me how in UBW he was able to take Saber on physically. Obviously, there was the element of surprise plus probably buffing from Caster herself, but it's still wild to me that he actually managed to beat a servant in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, in the same route, Shiro eventually does the exact same in regards against Gilgamesh, but that's another matter entirely. You know, he's destined to become not destined, but he has the possibility of becoming a servant himself. So you know, there's that. Plus, he also unlocked UBW and yeah.
久月先生、セイバーは。
藤村先生から聞いている。
Okay.
門限までゆっくり案内をしてやりなさい。
Cool.
ああ、はい。どうも。
どうも。I was the one who misunderstood. This person isn't one to fight without reason, yeah, and if something is proper and right with the rules, then there's no problem there. Yes, we will come to learn.
その説はどうも。今後ともよろしくしてやってくれ。
Okay?
はい。時間がありましたら。
If there is time. He fades away. With a good day, Kuzuki goes on his way. That kind of rhymed. He walks away silently, as always. What superbly balanced, flawless footwork. Oh, if only you knew.
ちょい待った。セイバー、今の何？
Why would Kuzuki be grateful to Saber?
どうということはありません。
Okay.
たまにキャスターに呼ばれ、彼女の内職を手伝っているだけですから。
Huh? Okay, that's new, I think. Caster asks me to help her with her side business. As in... spar with Kuzuki, or...
内職？キャスターが内職？なんだよその怪しさ全開な説明は。あいつがお金に困るなんてことないだろう。
Yeah, no. After all, she's a one-of-a-kind magus. Yeah, she's insane when it comes to magic. It's like turning lead into gold would be child's play for her, yeah. I wonder if... I've never really thought about this side of Caster, but like... We know that she's from the age of gods. So like... What was that? We know that magics have since that time greatly been... reduced to what their current standards are. What we in this day and age consider true sorceries, would those kinds of things have been possible like more frequently during the Age of Gods for mages, and would Caster be able to do essentially what I think it's 5 sorcerers in our age, right? I think there's 5. Yeah, one of them being Seltrecht, I think. Is another one of them not Aosaki Togo, but Aoko? Yeah, the other one who we haven't really seen in Fate. Maybe.
私もそう思うのですが、生活を裕福にするための労働と精神を裕福にするための労働は別なのだとか。
Oh, I see.
まったくどこから注文を受けているのか。あのようなドレス、私の時代でもそうなかったというのに。
We absolutely need to see this. Hello, game? We absolutely need to see this event happen. Give it to me right now, right now. Saber grumbles about something. Anyway, don't anyway it. Lock in, dig deeper. Shiro? Shiro? Now it's time for Intuition A+.
まあ、あれはあれでやりがいのある仕事なのですが。
And it appears Saber did not mind it either. No! Game, you can't just...
失礼します。ってやっぱ一世だけか。
Damn it, and Issei is missing. Game, you can't just drop a juicy bit of background stuff like that on me and expect me not to want to see it. Like, hello? Trying out the dresses? Huh.
おや、誰かと思えばエミヤか。
Hey, there we go. Oh, I misread that. I thought I read that as, and as I thought, Issei is not here, but no one but Issei is here. Yeah, sure. But that's the standard. We've never seen the other student council members. He looks up at me from some documents and a calculator. Sure.
セイバーさんもご一緒とは。
We came to report to you since, you know, we got the permission from Fujine, but wanted to still inform you and give her a tour of the place.
そうか。連絡のあった見学者というのはセイバーさんのことだったのだな。
Issei nods. Though he universally regards the female population with scorn, Issei seems to have taken an unusual liking to Saber. Yeah, Saber is very prim and proper and, you know, serene of mind and, yeah, very fitting of the monastery lifestyle. According to him, he felt her divine presence or something. That's funny.
お茶を入れよう。
Sure.
どうぞ、楽にしてください、セイバーさん。
It is funny that Issei is very fond of a girl character.
ありがとう。お久しぶりです、一世。
Sure. Though, then again, I think Issei is, while not on bad terms with Castor, he still approves of her, even though he nags at her and is like a stepmother to Castor. I wonder how Issei feels about Neko. You know, Neko is friends with Reikon after all. Ujimura is we don't count her. She's she's chaos theory.
いいのか？忙しいなら出直すけど。
構わんさ。すべて雑務だ。
Okay.
すぐ片付けなくてはならないものでもない。
Sure. Leaving Issei to serve the tea, I take a seat alongside Saber A. We can hear the clamor of club's activities coming through the window.
してエミヤ、セイバーさんを連れて見学とのことだが、なぜここに？特に見るべきものはないと思うが。
You know, just giving the overall vibe of the place and seeing how things are done, you know. You just working here is part of it, even if it's not especially interesting on its own, you know. Just giving the overall idea. And, you know, this is a place where Shiro hangs out occasionally, so, you know, letting Saber see the place.
そのようなことはありません。
Yeah?
生徒会室と一世のことはシロから聞いていたので、どんな場所か興味があったのです。
Good response.
残念だ。二人が来ると知っていれば上等なお茶受けを買ってきたのですが。
いいってそんなに気を使わなくても。それに飯食ったばっかりだし、喉休めのお茶が最高のごちそうだよ。
Always good responses to Issei. Yeah, I like how friendly and, you know, prim and proper we are with each other here. This is a very different, like, normally you could consider this type of conversation like very boring or surface level, but I don't know. It's so different because it's not done for the sake of appearances or anything. It's just how they genuinely are, and it stands out in a different way. So I'm a fan of it. I've always been a fan of Issei. He's a I want to say a unique character, but no, I've seen his type of characters a lot in shows, but he still stands out to me in this cast. And I don't know, I just have affinity for him. I still remember Issei in that dress. Imagination scene, holy shit.
そうか、それはよかった。
それはよかった。
しかし、昼食はどこで取ったのだ？食堂は休みだろう。
Yeah, we brought some bento and delivered it to Fujine, so yeah.
弓道部です。シロにお弁当を作っていただきました。
なんと。
Oh.
すれ違ってしまったか。
Ah, you went there just before us.
弓道場なら朝一で訪ねたというのに。
Ah.
シロの昼食を食べ損ねてしまいましたね。
Unlucky.
しかり。いや、是非もないとしても残念だ。
Aww. Another wholesome tinge of pain, huh? I wonder if there's an underlying message since this seems to be repeating now. I wonder if Shiro is obviously it's wholesome happiness, you know, but I wonder if it's kinda linked to the real reality, you know. If only things could be like this, but there's an underlying second level to all of this. I'm not sure if any of the school people are affected by it. I think the school might as easily be still in prim and proper shape, unlike the church, unlike Kuzuki, unlike Bazette's left arm, and Bazette, well, Saber and Issei complement each other frightfully well. I only just realized this, but they might have really similar personalities. Yes, but no. There are differences, like, they are both, in a sense, very noble, but Issei is a bit more towards the rules and rightness, you know, this is the way to do things. And Saber is, well, she's probably usually goes along with what's right to do, but I think she can do her own thing, her own ways too. Plus, she's not that stuck up on things like that.
さて、今日は文化祭前ということで多数の生徒がおりますが、彼らもセーバーさんの見学を快く迎えてくれるでしょう。
Oh, you have no idea.
いい機会なのですから校舎を回ってきてください。
い
や、ここがもう少し面白みのあるところならよかったのだが。
Well, we'll try to visit every place.
いいえ、そんなことはありません。できればもう少しここで休んでいきたいのですが。
I nod in agreement. There's still time, so I'd like to take it easy for a bit longer. Yeah.
そうですか。では雑談などを少し。
Sure. What's up with you generally? Anything interesting happening in your life?
セーバーさんには学園のことよりも学園でのエミヤの話をした方がよろしいか。
He's striking right to the middle, much like Fujine did. Oh? Saber lets out a curious gasp. Ooh. But personally, I can't stand being talked about like I'm some tasty morsel to be enjoyed over tea.
待て、一世。何を話すつもりだ。
Oh, you little gremlin.
うろたえることもあるまい。本来それが目的であろうに。第一聞かれて恥ずかしいことがあろうものか。エミヤは悪行をなしているのか？
Yeah, he certainly haven't. That's why he says fond of you.
いや、それはそうだけど。
おや、シロ、 何か私に聞かれたくないようなことでもあるのですか？
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
ないぞ。隠し事とか一切ないぞ。
Mm-hmm.
では決まりですね。一世、よろしくお願いします。
Yoroshiku. They just went ahead and ignored me. These two get along way too well.
さて、そうは言ったものの何から話したものか。いざ選ぶとなると多すぎて難しいな。
Yeah, even though Shiro at school is like, he doesn't do anything out of ordinary except, you know, helping people. To Issei, what others would see as a very plain guy doing nothing wrong, always just doing the school stuff, helping people, helping student council, going home, you know. To others it might seem plain and boring and not worthy to talk about. To Issei, that's probably everything, and he's mega invested in Emiya anyways.
ここでシローは手伝いをしていると聞きましたが、どんなことを？
そうですね。基本的には公共物の修繕などを。何分壊れたからすぐに買い直すという余裕がないので助かっています。
助かっています。Dot. Oh man, this is embarrassing. It's like a parent-teacher conference. Kinda, yeah, I can see it. I wouldn't mind it so much if it were Kiritsugu or Fujine, but for some reason, it's especially embarrassing to have Saber hear about me. Yeah, I can see that because you guys can become interested in each other romantically, so it's like, yeah, why are you telling the mundane things about me? I want them to be interested in me, but no.
なるほど。確かにそれはシローの得意分野でしょう。
他にも何というわけではないのですが、各行事ごとにエミヤの力を貸してもらっています。
This might be true. This probably is true.
というよりも、気がつくと誰かの手伝いをしているといった感はありますが。
ああ、なるほど。それは確かにシローらしい。
へえ、俺もそう思うのですが、それがエミヤですから。
それはエミヤですから。
本当に困ったものです。それで一世、詳しく話をするとどんなものがあるのでしょ
う。いかようにも。長くなりますから面白いものから話していきましょう。
Sure. A couple of giddy honor students, these two. Whatever, just do as you please. That was fun. I enjoyed that more than I should have. It dragged on for a long, tortuous hour. The two of them were talking really excitedly, but at this rate, daylight will be gone. We still haven't seen a lot of the school, so I suggest we take a break for today. Sure.
いや、引き止めて申し訳ない。
引
き続き校内見学を楽しんでください。
Thank you for telling Saber stories about Shiro.
いえ、貴重なお話でした。大河の語る素人はまた別の面を知ることができました。
Very valuable talk indeed.
いや、この程度でよければいくらでもお相手します。
Sure, thank you.
何かあったら今度は寺までお越しください。あそこでならきちんとおもてなしもできる。
Sure, that would be fun too.
ええ、機会があればぜひ。
ぜひ。
一世、お前まだ喋り足りないのかよ。
Thank you.
当たり前だ。3年もの心のアルバムだぞ。 今日はその1冊目を紐解いたに過ぎん。次は待望の2年目にだな。
Oh my god, you guys didn't even make it out of the first year. Look at Saber, she's so content. Aww.
行こう、セイバー。一星がこんなにおしゃべりとは知らなかった。このままだと最後まで付き合わされるぞ。
I mean, outside of temple work, you, Shiro, are probably the most important thing in Issei's life. So, like, obviously. That's sweet. Yeah. I'm a big fan of how much Issei really appreciates Shiro.
そうですね。
Whoops, we spent a bit too long here.
それでは一星、また後ほど。
And unlike with other suggestions of maybe next time, this one is for sure next time we'll see each other and talk about more.
そう。2年目はお待ちかね。メインイベントの夏合宿が控えているのだが、って消えた。
Oh, sad. If she were to hear that line fully, Saber, if Saber were to hear this line fully, she would have dashed back in and stuck around another hour. Aww.
言うかだな。何か調子に乗ってひどい醜態を晒していなかったか、俺は。
It's fine. Cute. We spent the afternoon leisurely. We visited all the special classrooms, like the music, audiovisual rooms, A&V, yeah, audiovisual rooms, then the gym and library, and then the student cafeteria. I don't think we've ever seen those places as far as I know, right? Maybe the A&V room? Showing Saber around, who had never seen a school before, turned out to be more fun than I expected. I think it was well worth it. Yeah, especially for me, because recently it's been a lot of heavy stuff, so this kind of wholesome interaction, seeing the cast one more time in a peaceful setting is very, very appreciated. We continued into the evening. The students had begun heading home, and we started thinking of doing the same. Yeah, are we gonna encounter someone still? The only one from a school setting we haven't yet encountered is Rin and Minori. Well, I guess Shinji too, but...
最後に、シローの教室が見たいのですが。
We haven't gone there yet. For the first time today, Saber asks to go somewhere on her own. Yeah. Oh,
ここがシローの教室ですか。
It's a different mood. It's a very serene mood.
あまり他の教室と変わりはありませんね。
Question is, can you immediately spot where Shiro sits?
そりゃそうだ。教室はみんな同じだって言っただろ。クラスごとに特徴が出るのは後ろの掲示板とか机の傷ぐらいなもんだ。
おお、なるほど。
なるほど。
ではシローの机はこれですね。
Using some kind of intuition, Saber points out my exact seat. That's fun. That's very fun.
この小綺麗な机の中央に見るも無残なひび割れが、鉄槌が落ちたかのような惨劇だ。
Ah, yes. Someone must have had a horrific, horrible vendetta against Shiro. They must be punished.
シロ、これは一体。
それは藤姉がすっ転んで俺の机にヘッドバットかました後、血をドクドク流しながら授業を続けた。
That is, I would love to see that animated. In my 3 years here, that was the first legend of Fujimura. Of course it was.
そうでしたか。
Mhm.
白浦氏からのいたずらの後なので不似合いだと思ったのですが、
Mm.
大河がしたというのであればそれも白浦しいと言うべきですね。
With that oddly cheerful comment, Saber walks around the classroom. Even though there shouldn't have been anything worth seeing here, she seems to be happier here than she's been all day. Aww, that's so sweet. I love that. Well, since we've come all this way,
なあ、セイバ
I don't know why I almost teared up there. Holy shit. Woo.
ー。今更だけど、どうして学校に興味を持ったんだ？
Her intuition skill feels that we are almost at the end, so I need to see this. That question had been nagging at me since morning. Also, since you actually, disregarding the plot of the game, you do have plans of going abroad, so she might not have a chance.
そう大きな理由はありません。
Yeah?
ただシローの学生生活とはどのようなものだろうと興味を持っただけです。
Sure.
大河とシローのおかげでこうして直接来ることができました。
Sure. I get it, but still I haven't fulfilled even half of that wish. It's the school life that Saber said she was interested in. You think she's lacking in that department and she wishes to experience actual Japanese school life for herself, and you feel that this was inadequate. Okay. Not the buildings, but the everyday life that people spend in it.
平日に来るべきだったかな。セイバー、授業が見たかったんだろ？
そうですね。のんびり眺めてみたいものです。ですが、私は例体ができないので。
Right.
例体化できなくてもいいじゃないか。いっそ転校しちゃうのはどうだ？戸籍とか手続きとか、遠坂あたりなら用意できそうだし。
Of course, Rin would. Rin, the, I guess, master of forgery. なるほど。I see. Nods Saber.
それは素晴らしい。考えてもみませんでした。
だろ？よし、帰ったら遠坂に相談してみよう。あいつのことだからこっちが驚くぐらいあっさりお膳立てしてくれるだろうし、藤根だって協力してくれる。
She sure would. I babble on like an idiot, as if in a fever dream Shiro is still locked in on seeing the school uniform. I mean, fair play to him. I am too, but you know.
はい。楽しみにしています。シロ。
Aww, that's so sweet, but at the same time, this line here feels very fatalistic. Like, we would love this to happen, but it won't happen. Saber answers with a lovely smile. Though I'm wondering just what she's thinking behind that smile. I still don't know the difference between a promise and a wish. Ooh, that's some deep cut Shiro lore there. What a solemn ending. Oh. Yeah, a happy but solemn ending. And like that, our brief respite came to an end. I know the word, I don't know how to pronounce it. Just as it was this morning, our walk home is calm and leisurely. The view overlooking the town from the hill road is different. Sure. Different than usual. We've seen like this shot only a couple of times. And I recently, well, it's been a couple of months, but I recently rewatched Kara no Kyokai, and there's a shot that's shockingly similar to this. There's Shiki standing here, and Mikiya is walking, coming from this direction. Though I think it's winter in that shot. But yeah, No, I should say that the view is always different. Overlooking view. That's the name of the first Karano Kyokai movie. I normally just don't take the time to pay attention to it. Stopping for a moment, Saber turns her soft gaze towards the town.
何かあったのか、セイバー。
Just enjoying the view that you would normally see as you walk home. I ask as casually as I can. I call out to her in my usual voice so as not to spoil the fun we had today. Aww.
いいえ、目立つものは何も。
I love that.
ここは私たちの知っているいつも通りの冬季の街です。
That it's so different knowing that there's definitely something lying under all of this. This is the town of Fuyuki as we have always known it. Yeah. Maybe if we just believe hard enough, it will always be like this. A gentle breeze wafts through the air. Her golden hair sways in the wind. Our pleasant day is about to end.
なら帰ろう。別に珍しいものはないんだろ。
I love the colors and hues here. Very nice.
ええ。ですが、もう少しだけ眺めていたいのです。
Sure. One final look at the peaceful town.
この景色をずっと覚えておくために。
Aww. Oh, sweet.
大げさだな。そんな必要はないだろう。また明日、ここで見ることができるんだから。
We'll see if that's possible. I have a bad feeling. Not just tomorrow, but until eternity. Oh, I would love that. The Holy Grail War will never end. Oh, that gives it another meaning. That gives it a whole another meaning. Ugh. Even if I were to die and she were to disappear, this peaceful life would go on forever. That is so fucking sad out of nowhere. What the fuck, Shiro? Can we not? Let us enjoy peace while we can. Holy. As long as the fighting never ends, and as long as no one wishes for an end to it, that promise will never be reduced to a simple wish. Ouch, my heart! Why? Why would you say these things? I mean, I understand that this is like the last final peaceful thing we can do, but wow. Okay, game. Okay.
でも、あなたはそれを許せない。我慢できない人だから。
Yeah, no matter how much he says that will, yeah. Hero will strive for justness and the end to this madness. But now that they brought it up, well, I'll say it afterwards. The sunset is beautiful. It sure is. And similarly, Saber is like the sun, so the sunset is truly beautiful. No, that's not it. What's beautiful is that she...
そうでしょ。
Yeah.
この誰も失われていない理想郷で、あなただけは失われたものに価値を見出そうとしている。
Oh shit, actual bars. That's a line and a half, holy. You alone see the value in lost things. Damn. Above all, that she feels the beauty of this sunset. Yeah. I finally understand This whole day, she didn't hide her face even once. She saw that promise off with a smile, the promise that she could fulfill if she only wished for it.
そうだ。俺は
Yeah.
聖杯戦争を解決する。
Yeah. Such self-righteousness. There's really no need to end the war. Yeah, as far as we understand it, even though it loops and it continues to spread to different timelines, the world goes on after those 4 days. It's just the memories keep looping, and I could just sleep until the 4th day. I could just close my eyes and let the 4 days pass me by. Yeah, and then you would continue on. With that alone, this strangeness would end for you, but there would be other timelines where not, but that's not possible for Emiyashiro. Yeah, it is not. It is not. You are an ally of justice after all. And letting this strange unnaturalness to proceed is not just. That would be to disregard that which was lost, to surrender to ignorant bliss, a life without progress. He won't accept the most convenient happiness. He sure won't. He's not one to take whatever is thrown at him. This self-declared hero that's twisted to the bone. Yeah, that is our main character.
はい。あなたも多くの者もそれを非難するでしょう。ですが私は尊いと思う。
Sure.
あなたは聖杯戦争を終わらせる。私が止めようと助けようと、結果はきっと変わらない。
Yeah. That's why she didn't make any promises she couldn't keep. Like watching a well-made tale unfold, she simply smiled and closed her eyes to tomorrow.
いいのかな。俺の考えは凝り固まった意地みたいなもんだけど。
ええ。その誇りを守り続ける。
That pride. Yeah. We had to talk about the pride of a human being when it came to Avengers Past.
この身は最後まであなたの剣としてありましょう。
Now, this one was a promise. She swore an oath to fight alongside me. Without an ounce of regret, she will continue cutting the dream spectacularly into ribbons. Sure.
そんなに悲しい顔をしないでください。
Yeah.
大丈夫。仮に終わりがあるとしても、それは別れではありません。
I do hope so. That's something I want to talk about.
別れではない。
ええ。私たちはそれぞれ望んだ未来に帰るのです。
I truly hope so. Well, of course. Whatever that desired future is, we'll know when the dark night ends. There's nothing to be afraid of. The light of the brightest star of them all is guiding me forward.
家に帰ろうか、セイバー。
Yeah.
今日は一日ありがと
う。いいえ。私の方こそ。ありがとう、シロ。
ありがとう。We resume walking. The curtain falls on another day. What a somber ending. But yeah, that I feel like that needed to happen. Now, when I wake up, I will have to keep living a life worthy of this sort myself. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, oh boy. Wallpaper added to special menu. Wow. October 11th, huh? Let me go here. Let's go check the wallpaper and let me then just quickly mention what I had in mind. Even though they kind of touched upon it already. Not here. Not that one either. Question. Was it the one below here? This one? I think this one. Yeah? Or maybe we've seen this one. Okay, very artistic. I love the flowers. She's holding a Shiro doll as far as I understand that. Yeah? Can we zoom in? Scale image? No? Either that's a lion or a Shiro doll. Both work. Yeah, I think that was the new one, yeah. And the artist was Nakamura Hirofumi. Thank you for the beautiful art. Blooming flowers, huh? I think this is Sakura tree, right? Yeah. The spring, the life. Yeah. So what I had in mind was, even though they kind of mentioned it afterwards, surely we'll get to the best future where we continue to exist. How or what happens to these servants after this? Like, Fate Stay Night had multiple endings, and in in Fate route, Saber disappeared. In UBW, the regular route, she disappeared. In Heaven's Feel, she was consumed by Sakura, and I think she disappeared afterwards. But in the extra true ending, the Sunny Day OVA ending in the anime, there she was able to stay, and I think that was modeled after UBW route ending, right? Yeah? So there is a world where Saber continued to exist beyond Stay Night or beyond the Holy Grail War. And I think according to this game, at the start here, they already existed, question mark? I think that was alluded. But I don't know if that was if we were already under the influence of the restarted Holy Grail War, and that's why they were here. So I'm really curious and very scared about ending this game, because I don't want Saber to disappear. I want Saber to be alongside Shiro forever and ever. I mean, obviously we have other servants who were obviously defeated in many of the routes, but and they are here, so I would expect them to disappear unless we manage to make a new wish or some kind of finagling and manage to keep literally everyone around. But we'll see how that plays out. I really hope we'll be able to keep Saber so we can keep experiencing things together. Yeah. I think the most canon route is, even though Heaven's Feel was the final one and it was with like Sakura and all things went to shit, I think the most canon route is still UBW's ending, where Shiro ends up maybe not together with Rin specifically, even though that route would allude to that, but you know, Shiro taking off with with Rin to Clock Tower, like they've been talking in this game, you know. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I'm not averse to tragic or solemn endings, even if we end up resolving this whole thing. I'm not opposed to those at all, and some of my favorite stories end up being very sad by the end, but with this specifically, I just really wish that Saber would stay. She's just my favorite character overall in Fate. Even though I love all of the characters, so many of the characters I adore so much. I just wish the best for Saber, and that's why ending this game kind of scares me. But I guess we'll see. Probably soon. Oh yeah, that was 0.8. That was 2 scenes. Yeah, we did 2 scenes. Oh boy, 87.5. I guess we'll see. I might record one more today. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Okay, cool. Scared to move forward, but I guess we have to do that maybe. Cool. Patreon, early access up to 2 weeks. Links down in the description. Cool. See ya.